Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, and First Lady Melania Trump, accompanied by the Easter Bunny. Master Gunnery Sergeant Kevin Benier, accompanied by the President's own United States Marine Band, will now honor America with the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Does he have a good voice or what? I think we're going to send him to the Met. We'll get a little commission, make a lot of money, because that man can sing. Thank you very much. It's not the first time we've heard him. So today is a very special day. It's a day where we celebrate Jesus. It's a day where we celebrate religion. And it's an honor to be the President of the United States. Our country is doing so well, like it has never done before. You'll see that very shortly. And things that we've done have not been done before. We've broken every record on the stock market. We've broken every record in our military. And what about the rescue that took place yesterday? What about that? That's something that you rarely see. You know, they were giving me a briefing about that. And they said normally when you're in very hostile territory, and I don't think it gets much more hostile than Iran, they're capable fighters. They're very tough people. And there are others like that. You don't mind when the enemy is weak, but that enemy is strong. Not so strong like they were about a month ago. I can tell you, in fact, right now, they're not too strong at all, in my opinion, but we're soon going to find out, aren't we? But when a thing like that happens, where a pilot's shot down, in most instances, you're really not able to go in, because you'll go in with 200 people and lots of jet fighters and helicopters, and you really don't have a chance. They get shot down. You lose 200 in order to pick up one. It's a horrible thing, but it's very rare that you can do it. And what we did yesterday is we picked up not one, we picked up two. We kept the first one quiet, and we were able to keep it quiet for about a day, which made it a lot better. But those two pilots were incredible, brave, and we thank them. And we're going to be having a news conference today at 1 o'clock at the Oval Office, and we look forward to it. But I just want to say we have a great military. We have the greatest military, the most powerful military any place in the world. You saw what happened with Venezuela. And it's an honor. I built it in my first term, and I didn't know I was going to be using it this much in my second term, but it's my honor, and they're the greatest people on earth. Our warriors are the greatest fighters on earth, and they very much appreciate you and love you, and that's why they do it. So this is all about today. I must tell you, I came out and I expected we were going to be talking about farmers, and we love our farmers. We were going to talk about so many different products, but you know what they want to talk about? Sir, this is about eggs. Eggs. because we have the egg farmers of the entire country here, and they are unbelievable. And if you remember, when I first got elected, my first news conference with the fake news, a lot of fake news here today, but I had a news conference, and the first question, what are you going to do about eggs, sir? I said, what's wrong with eggs? I just got there. It's my second day in office. I had a news conference, and they were screaming at me, what am I going to do about eggs? And I said, well, it's like, tell me what's wrong with eggs. The price was so high. It was 4 times higher than it was a year before. I said, well, that sounds like a problem. Let me think about it. And Brooke Rollins, our great Secretary of Agriculture, she got involved. We all got involved. They didn't want me, as you know, just last year, it's hard to believe, they didn't want me to order eggs for the Easter egg roll, the Easter egg hunt that we have here every year. They wanted me to use plastic. I said, I'm not using plastic. We'll get it solved. And within a short period of time, eggs came down. They came down 40%, 50%. And by the time we got there, we had so many eggs, we didn't know what to do with them. And today we have more than 40,000 eggs supplied by all of the great egg farmers that are with us. So eggs is a big thing, and it was a big thing to our great First Lady, who's here someplace. Let's see. I think this is our First Lady. What do you think of our First Lady? She's a movie star. I don't know. Do we call her First Lady or a movie star? She has the biggest movie. Can you believe this? And she deserves it. Would you like to say a couple of words to your friends? Come on.
Happy Easter Monday. I hope you enjoy this beautiful day. We are celebrating a very special Easter egg roll this year because it's 250th birthday of this beautiful nation. Enjoy it. And I hope you have a wonderful day.
Thanks. Thank you, honey. And she worked very hard with her staff and the staff of the White House on really just making it nice. This is the nicest I've ever seen it. So this is my 5th, and I will say that it gets better every time, right? It gets better every time. You notice the fencing is all brand new. I said, we could have bought used fencing and saved a lot of money. They said, this is for Easter, and this is for our egg farmers, and we're going to get new fencing. Everything's new, and everything's beautiful, and the White House never looked better, and our country never looked better. So I just want to thank everybody. It's been a special period of time. 1 year ago, a little bit more, our country was dead. We had a dead country. We had an administration that didn't know what the hell they were doing. Today, we have the hottest country anywhere in the world. We're respected by everybody, and that's the way we're going to keep it. That's the way we're going to keep it. So again, I want to thank all of the associations and the egg farmers and all of the people that are here. We think we could have 50,000 people coming all day long. It's open, and they expect between 30 and 50,000 people, so that's great. And most importantly, I want to just say, Happy Easter, and God bless America. We have the greatest country on earth. God bless you all. You are very, very special people. Thank you, everybody. Have a good time.
go, buddy. Go this way? All right.
Speaking to the press. Is main camera getting it?
So are you committed to committing a war crime in this war with Ukraine, with Iran?
What else?
Mr. President, you said that Iran had no anti-aircraft equipment. How were they able to drop those?
Well, you know what? When you do thousands and thousands of flights and you have one plane shot down and not mortally, the two pilots got out, they got a little bit lucky. And you know what? In war, you need a little bit of luck also. They got a little bit lucky. That's all they got.
Ending the war. What's stopping you from ending the war?
Well, it could end very quickly, the war. They do what they have to do. They have to do certain things. They know that. They've been negotiating, I think, in good faith. We've had total regime change. You know, the people there now are much more reasonable than the lunatics that you had in phase 1 and phase 2. They were lunatics. The people that we're negotiating with now on behalf of Iran are much more reasonable. You can call it what you want, but I call it regime change, and I think most people are giving us credit for that. The first regime was taken out, the second regime was taken out. Now the third group of people that we're dealing with is not as radicalized, and we think they're actually much smarter.
Why did you use such vulgar language in that social?
Only to make my point. I think you've heard it before.
Mr. President, have you spoken to the families of the airmen that were saved? Have you spoken to the families of the airmen that were saved?
I'm going to be doing it right now.
Mr. President, what do you say to Americans who are not a fan of the war?
They're foolish, because the war is about one thing. Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. Had we not broken the Barack Hussein Obama agreement, you know what I'm talking about, the Iran nuclear deal. This is years ago, my first term. You would have had a total, Israel would have been gone, extinguished. Israel would have been wiped off the face of the earth, and the entire Middle East would have been, at a minimum, in big trouble. But I did it. That was phase 1. We killed Soleimani. Without Soleimani, if they had Soleimani, it would be a whole different thing. Maybe. Would still be winning, but it would have been harder. Because we are obliterating that country. And I hate to do it, but we're obliterating, and they just don't want to say uncle. They don't want to cry, as the expression goes, uncle, but they will. And if they don't, then they'll have no bridges, they'll have no power plants, they'll have no anything. I won't go further, because there are other things that are worse than those two. And we might have, well, the thing, if I had my choice, what would I like to do? Take the oil. Because it's there for the taking. There's not a thing they can do about it. Unfortunately, the American people would like to see us come home. If it were up to me, I'd take the oil, I'd keep the oil, and would make plenty of money. And I'd also take care of the people of Iran much better than they've been taken care of. It's been a horrible. They've killed 45,000 people as of a month and a half ago. 45,000 protesters. We don't do that. So if I had my choice, I'd keep the oil. But I also want to make the people of our country happy. I think most people wouldn't understand that. I'll give you an example. Venezuela has worked out so incredibly. We have 100 million barrels of oil right now in Houston being refined. It's been great. The relationship with Venezuela, the leaders, has been fantastic. And I think we're going to have a long-term, very good relationship. And it might be beyond long-term. You understand what I mean? Well, I tell you what, I'm pretty good at this stuff, and I go around and I check. They'd like to see us win and come home. And I appreciate CNN for the first time maybe in my life. They did a poll. And everyone's saying, oh, is Trump losing MAGA? No, I'm not losing MAGA. MAGA loves what I'm doing. And CNN did a poll of MAGA voters, a big poll, very important poll, Harry. And he went on, he said, this is amazing, 100% support. He said, I've never had a 100% poll at anything before. And is, do you support Trump, MAGA people, which is, by the way, mostly Republican. If you look, I would say MAGA makes up a majority, like about 95% of the Republican Party, all right? So they went out, they did a poll, and CNN came back 100% support. So they support what we're doing, but they would like to see it end and come back. But remember, wars last years. We're in there for 34 days, and we've obliterated a very powerful country in 34 days. Yeah, if it were up to me, I'd like to keep the oil. I just don't think the people of the United States would really understand.
How is it taking care of the Iranian people if you're bombing?
Yeah, who you with? Who you with?
Yes.
Well, that's a radical left group of lunatics that you're with. Let me just tell you, very fair question. The Iranian people, when they don't hear bombs go off, they're upset. They want to hear bombs because they want to be free. And the only reason they're not out protesting, you know that, is because they were informed that if they protest, like the wrestler and his friends, if they protest, they will be shot immediately. And that's an edict, that's in writing. If they protest, if they go out in the streets, they will be immediately shot. They don't have guns. You know, we sent some guns, but the group that was supposed to give, which I said would happen to my people, I said it, I called it exactly. We sent guns, a lot of guns. They were supposed to go to the people so they could fight back against these thugs. You know what happened? The people that they sent them to kept them because they said, what a beautiful gun, I think I'll keep it. So I'm very upset with a certain group of people, and they're going to pay a big price for that. But the Iranian people will fight back as soon as they know they're not going to be shot and as soon as they can get weapons. If they had weapons, not many of them, if they had weapons that would go in the other way, and you know what would happen? Iran would give up in 2 seconds because they wouldn't be able to take it. But in Iran, they have absolutely no weaponry, and they've been told point blank, if you come out to the streets, you will be killed. As of this morning, and we have this on pretty good information, 45,000 protesters have been killed. Pretty bad.
Mr. President, you said Iran has been obliterated. Why are we still at war then?
It's a big country. They can't fight back. They have no capability. I mean, they have some missiles left. They have some drones left, but essentially they have no capability. They had a lucky shot with an airplane, but we got them back out. The rescue was incredible. And it wasn't of one person. It was of 2 person. There are those that say that's never happened before, because usually when you're shot down in strong enemy and deep enemy territory, you can't go after them because you'll end up losing 250 people to get one. So it's a terrible thing. But we had to make a decision. Do we do it or do we not? And we did. And, you know, we have some helicopters with a lot of bullet holes in them right now. Probably you know that. Now, I'm very honored to have rebuilt our military. In my first term, second term, and we are the most respected country anywhere in the world with the greatest military anywhere in the world. Thank you. So we have a news conference. You'll all be there, so you can ask the question in a little while. We have a news conference in a little while. What would you like to ask her?
wants to say, Madam First Lady, can you tell us your message to children who find themselves in war zones during this Holy Week?
Well, all of this is happening for their future, so they will be safe in years to come.
Children that are now in a war zone, we're keeping them as safe as we can possibly keep them. But we're fighting for their parents, their grandparents. We're fighting for them. We're fighting for their future. And I will tell you, it was given to me loud and clear, the time the Iranian people are the most unhappy when you hear bombs all over is when those bombs stop. That's the problem. It's when they stop, because that means that, are they coming back? We want to have them back. And, you know, everybody knows it. Everybody sees it. So hopefully it can be over with quickly. Again, there are lots of different alternatives. We have many alternatives. We could leave right now, and it would take them 15 years to rebuild what they have. We could leave right now. But I want to finish it up. Iran, ready, cannot have a nuclear weapon. They are lunatics, and you can't put nuclear weapons in the hands of a lunatic. Thank you very much. We'll see you at 1 o'clock. Anybody in the egg industry vote for Kamala? A low IQ person. She's a low IQ person. Who's a lower IQ person, Biden or Kamala?
It's close.
That's probably the toughest question. That's a tough question.
President Trump, can we take a picture of my best friend, Skelly? That's why I voted for you.
Real fast.
No. Come. You're the best. Wait, you're blocking my daughter.
Let's go. Come on, daughter. Come on, Mom.
Yes,
Mom's very aggressive.
Very.
She's an aggressive mom.
Yes, she is. Thank you.
Fingers away from the lens.
Got it?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
very much.
Thank you, Mr. President. Yes. Yes, and he's British, and that's the first. So the little guy, wait a minute.
What happened to your country?
Oh, my God, it's the worst.
President Trump, Emirates is the first one that has rejected like this. It's right here.
How beautiful. How beautiful is that? How beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the most powerful man in government with us today, Mr. Jameson Greer. Have you heard of him? He's right here. Come on over here, Jameson. How are we doing on trade?
We're doing well, sir. We've exported more in the past 2 months. The United States have ever exported over $300 billion in January and February. It's the highest in American history of exports thanks to his deals. Good job.
This guy's fantastic. Look at him, my friend. Huh? You doing okay? Huh? You want to say something? So your son will be impressed. Come on up and say something. Come on up. This way your son's going to be impressed. He's high tech.
Yes, sir.
He's all. Go ahead, say a couple of words.
Well, the economy is doing great. The high-tech sector is amazing. AI is booming. We got so many data centers going up. It's really incredible.
Are you impressed now with your father? He made a beautiful speech. He's doing great. You guys are great. I think we're doing good. No more doubts. Okay. Regardless of it. And we're doing well with the electric, everything fine?
Yeah, yes.
I'll see you. You know that?
I think I'm on your schedule for that.
Yeah, they're all my kids.
Well, come on over here, kids. You have a great day. You'll be better. Come on. Oh, look at it.
His name's over. So you only have to remember one name. I know. Can you believe that?
Such a happy, beautiful face. Look.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I know it's
Freedom, how you doing? Where did you get this hat? I want this hat. What a beautiful hat. Look at the tall egg guy back there, huh? That's Jacob.
Oh, the tall leg guy, yeah.
So we'll go this way.
Hi, Mr. Trump.
Say hi, Mr. Trump. Hi, sir. If you're happy, thank you.
Amazing. You are the last 48 hours of the
I love that hat. Where did you get it? I'm serious. I can't get a hat like that. Look, it's even got. Who's your name? Well, that's big stuff.
Could you also sign this?
Okay.
Could you also sign this?
Where?
Ready, Jared?
I don't even mind if it was used before. Okay. Are you ready? Ready? Get set.
Strategy. Everybody watching. You kids are up next.
Are you all ready? Ready? Everybody. Very athletic. Focus.
He's like me on the go. Get back.
Get back. Get back. Get it back.
You ready? Ready? Get set. One more.
He's on hold. He's on hold.
If they like that. But I want
We're not here. Definitely pay a little extra. But we never. Hey, Trump was nice. He was right.
Thank you. Bye-bye. I'm gonna get my back. I'll suck it.
You want to go by the Easter Bunny?
Really? Like bees?
Number one foodie in the country.
recognize that one right there with the shades on.
Break off. You're going over.
I could sign autographs for you guys. And then tonight you could sell them for $25,000 on eBay.
Can you sign mine? Can you sign mine?
I'll sign it.
Carolina, do you want to give Grandpa your picture?
Caroline is the only one that doesn't want my autograph. She has zero. I would say Carolina has zero interest in my autograph. Oh, that's nice. I think I'm going to sign this. That way I'll say I drew it. Look, I drew it. Look what I did, everybody.
Can you sign the back?
Ready? See, now Biden would use the auto pen. He'd have an auto pen following him. Joe Biden, he didn't sign. He was incapable of signing his name. So they'd follow him around with this big machine. You know what it was called? An auto pen. And he'd have the auto pen sign for him. He'd take the paper, hand it to his guys, they'd sign it with an auto pen, give it back. Not too big, right? Better to sign it instead.
President Trump.
Okay, that's the fake news.
I made Air Force.
Who likes the fake news? Does anybody like the fake news?
No.
Look how beautiful the hair is.
And then my neighbors.
Are you going to go to work for NASA someday?
No. I mean, I made it for you to keep it.
Okay, here's for you.
Thank you, Donald Trump. But President Trump, this one was for you.
Honey. Johnny, where's she?
Hey, President Trump. President Trump. President Trump.
See what I do? Look, I'm signing. They won't let me draw it. They keep giving me things. You're disturbing a great audience. I do.
That's not AutoCAD.
I'm going to use one of them.
I wanted you to see.
Very talented. You want to be an artist?
Jackson.
I want to be a football player.
You have to grow a little bit. You have a good arm? What position do you want?
I want to play linebacker.
Look at this. He's a great photographer. He's our best looking photographer. I don't know if he's our best photographer, but he's our best looking, which frankly is more important.
You got another one behind you. It's here. Right behind you.
Wow, did you do this photo yourself? That.
Leo and Athena, do you want to give them your pictures this time?
Thank you, President Trump.
Thank you very much. Good luck with the linebacker. But you're going to have to do a lot of working out. Day and night, day and night. It's going to become an obsession. You're going to have to love hitting me. You like that? You know, I was sitting looking at the White House. Too long. I got a lot of lights. Don't you? See what we're doing? We're fixing up. Fixing $17.99. I see the spots over there. They got hit by.
Yeah, I'll be in charge of fixing
Write that sign. Can I have that?
See the middle column? Okay. See the up right above the middle column. The two columns. Now go up the foot and a half. You see the broken piece of. You see it? The White House. No, but you see what I'm saying? That's this thing. It fell out 100 years ago.
The Easter girl gave you more things to do.
No, but do you think anyone else would see it? See, I look at that, I say, that's your perfect. Turnberry. This egg is ready to break. This breaks up in trouble. I think we can get him another egg. This egg is sweet. This egg is sweet better. Who's this egg?
Right here.
Where's your from? Is that guy here, the handsome man? Is that your sugar? I owe you. Greatest phrase in the history of make America great again, right? So see, now it's great. Jay. That's the North King. I just saw that she does. Yeah, of course. But here, they're going to all lose their job. No, they're going to lose their job. Thank you.
All right, Luke, you better hang on now.
What we should do? We should put our flags on. Hey, Michael. Stay music. Well, if they don't have it.
They got the band on it.
Get out from under the table. Yeah, we're gonna go do something else. Get out from the table. Go. Go. Go.
Sure. Is there an auto pen around, please? Does anybody have an auto pen? You know, Biden they used to follow him with an auto pen in the park every time. And he gave everything to the auto pen. Because he was incapable of signing, let alone running a country.
Yeah.
Everybody having a good day? We need a little music. Come on, get Michael moving. Come on, Michael.
Daddy! Daddy, look!
It's a wooden spoon. You know how I know that? My mother used to use it on me when I was bad. My mother would use this on me. I recognized it very nicely. She said, I'll take the wooden spoon. I said, oh. That'll be a front page story. Where's your daughter? This one? You have beautiful hair. You have beautiful hair. How do you know that? You know that. She's your daughter? $51. Said, how old are you? I said 51. 51.
I thought you were 46. I thought you were 46. It's Donald Trump.
What a great dancer.
A good dance.
Wow.
It's Donald Trump.
Give it to Grandpa. Donald Trump. Bye-bye. Donald Trump. You're gonna go for the banquet now. Where is
What you say it like?
Where is
Yes.
Who is that? Who is that? Is that?
She's a movie star. She came in from Hollywood.
This is Thank you so much.
Oh my God! What is your favorite color in your house? What is your favorite color? What is your favorite color? What is your
afraid that.
Sorry, at this point, she's going to understand. Got it.
I think it's not going to work. Okay, who's this? Is he friend or foe? Are you friend or foe? They're our only foe.
He's White House.
Okay, who's this at? Okay, who wants? Okay, here's the thing: it's worth 10,000. Who wants a bet? That's a lot of money you just got.
No, please.
Thank you, everybody.
Careful with that.
Who's going to be at the press conference? Who's not going to be? Nobody. So, hey, Tiffany, there you go. Coordinate.
Mr. President, how would it not be a war crime to strike Iran's bridges and power plants?
Because they killed 45,000 people in the last month. More than that. I think it could be as much as 60. They kill protesters. They're animals. And we have to stop them, and we can't let them have a nuclear weapon. Very simple. They want a nuclear weapon. They've been trying for a long time. I stopped them with the Obama horrible Iran nuclear deal. I stopped them in a lot of different ways. We got rid of Soleimani, the evil genius. He was an evil genius. We got rid of him. And then we stopped them with the B-2 bombers not so long ago. And if we didn't do it, Israel and the Middle East would have been extinguished by now.
Why'd you move the deadline? Why'd you move the deadline?
And I hope they take the chance. If they don't, it's
Are you on board with the 40 you were?
so bad. It's such a bad network. It's such a pathetic. Is this your camera? You what? Go ahead. Yes.
45 days since I was talking about the report.
Ceasefire's made. But they will. They'd like to have a ceasefire because they're getting obliterated. So we'll see how they behave. Okay. Number one, you have to have a lot of courage to do it because the chances of doing it were very small successfully. And it's amazing that we had nobody even injured. It's amazing. It never happens when pilots go down in war. You're in tough territory. Vietnam, and places like Iran, they're tough. They know how to fight. They're nasty. Very rarely do you go in because you're going to send 200 people in on a mission, and that mission will likely be unsuccessful. You're going to get one person and you're going to lose 200 people. So we did something that was risky. Well, we have a great military.
If you're going to lose, like the diplomatic.
Could have happened.
If it seems like diplomatic talks are picking up, are you willing to hold off on attacking?
Well, I want to say I don't even want to talk about it because I've given them chances and they haven't taken them. So I don't want to really talk about that. Okay? Go.
Is the deadline back again?
Highly unlikely. They've had plenty of time. So I said, I'm going to give you 10.
But at the end of 10, all hell's going to break out if you don't get there.
Mr. President, do you expect Vice President Vance to continue to be talking to the intermediaries from Pakistan?
Well, he is, and we have Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner, too. They're all unified and they're all talking together.
Do you expect the Vice President to be involved in an in-person meeting with officials in the coming days?
Could be. Could happen.
What else do you hear from Iran beyond? Wall Street, do you have a message for the Hispanic?
I love Hispanics. Happy Easter.
We love you. Mr. President. Another advice you have for you or about this father?
Be good. Be faithful. Love your wife. Are you still happily married? Is this you? Is this for you?
Well, we got to know about to be father right there too, but President Trump.
Yeah, he's one of my all-time favorites. You got to be kidding. You're about to be a father. You've come a long way. He's always been fair, and he's always been fair. He went a little astray. No, not him. His girlfriend went a little astray, but these are minor details.
This is really funny. I will say on the other side of that coin, we got a fatherless problem in the United States. So many kids are growing up without a father figure. You combine that without the Heavenly Father being in a lot of their homes, that 1-2 punch is crushing a lot of these American families.
Well, the second thing has a lot to do with the first. And we want to bring religion back into our life. Bring in religion, and we have. You know, if you see what's going on, Brian said, there's a real resurgence in religion, and we like that.
You okay? I'm very good to see you. Happy Easter. Real quickly, and thanks for your friendship, by the way. I appreciate that. You're going to talk about this.
I didn't drop you.
No, thank you. I never stop supporting you, ever. You're going to talk about it today at 1 o'clock. But how great was that rescue mission? Some people say they've never seen it before.
There's a theory that it's never happened because it's 2 pilots. It was 2. And remember, the first day we went into an open desert, and that helicopter has so many bullets. You would have respected helicopters. You would have said, no way it could stay.
Right.
And it's loaded up with bullets. That's why we had to go a different way with the other one. The other was tougher because it was, longer, the timing and the mountainous terrain. He was amazing because he was able to get to a place and to climb when you're injured, to be able to climb that high. It was really incredible. But they're both doing good. They say it has never really been done before for 2. It's been done on occasion for 1 or 2. When a plane goes down into truly hostile territory, you would rate that top of the line hostile. You would say can't be much tougher. Tough people, tough fighters. And that was central right there. That was central. That was Iran plus. And when planes go down in territories, whether it's Vietnam or Iran, you sort of equate the level of fighting ability, I would say. You rarely go in because you have to, we had 200 people go in there. And because of the location, because of where you are, you're surrounded by guns all over the place, guns, missiles, and everything. You could lose 200 people for the sake of getting one. So as much as we want to get our wounded and get our people out of there, we want to do it badly, but it just doesn't happen that much. And I said, let's go, let's do it. Very risky because we could have lost 100 to 200 people in order to get one.
It went the other way.
And it went the other way.
Mr. President.
They want to. I've heard that they want to. She should star in it.
Who do you want to play yourself,
President? She'd be better starring.
Mr. President, who do you want to play yourself?
I picked the best-looking guy around.
What about yourself?
If he can't act,
what about yourself?
that's okay. I want the best-looking guy. I don't care if he can act.
Mr. President. Come say hi to the volunteers.
You were able to authorize the search and rescue operation. The fact that it was so dangerous, the fact that it was successful, what message does that send to Iran as this deadline to come to a deal about the lethality of our military capability?
Well, I think they've seen it for the last 40 days. There is no military. Look at what we did with Venezuela and how well that's worked out. We're taking in hundreds of millions of barrels of oil. It's been an amazing relationship. We get along. It's the best thing that ever happened to Venezuela. They're back on track. They're doing more business, even though we're essentially a partnership on the oil. They're doing more business now in Venezuela than they've ever done before. Money's coming in like it's never come in before. It's amazing. And frankly, we could do the same here. Because if I had my wish, I would like to be able, I would just like to take the oil. But I don't know that the American public wants that. They want us to go in, do what we have to do, and get out. You know what, we went in for a very simple reason, and not regime change, but we got regime change. This is a whole different regime. This is a different group of people. They're more moderate. They're smarter, much smarter. And, we blew up one regime, we blew up another regime, and now we're dealing with a third, and it is more moderate, it's better. But we didn't do it for that. It seems to be a byproduct. We did it for a simple reason. You know what that is? No nuclear weapon. And they will never have a nuclear weapon. Now, on top of that, we've decimated their military. We've knocked out their Navy is gone, their Air Force is gone, most of their missiles are gone, most of their drones are gone. We have done a hell of a job. And their leadership is gone. Their radar is gone, their anti-aircraft is gone, and they'll get a lucky shot off. And, if you shoot enough shots into the air, you're going to hit something. And that's what happened. But our military is great. We built a military that's great. I rebuilt the military in my first term, and I'm using it in my second term.
Sir, do you have a message for the crew of Artemis II as they get ready to do a lunar flyover?
I think they're fantastic. Jared, and not Jared, this is my other Jared. I have two Jareds in my life, right? Jared's done a fantastic job at NASA, and he's been amazing. And everybody told me he was going to be good. I didn't know he'd be that good. And he's got that thing hopping. He's got NASA hopping, and he was an astronaut. He's done this. Very successful guy, and he's doing a great job.
Does it add to the meaning that this is happening in the 250th year of American independence?
Well, it's happening then, and it's also happening at a time where we're in a very, very powerful, you could call it a military operation. People like me to call it that because they don't like me using the word war. Because they say, he said war. Let's call it a military operation. But no, Jared's doing a great job. NASA's amazing, actually, amazing. And that's some ship. And so risky. Personally, I wouldn't want to do it, okay? We all have courage. I would prefer not to.
Hey, President Trump, did you ever think you'd see the Trump derangement syndrome so bad that you got people on Twitter, looks like they're even rooting for Iran?
Yeah, they're sick people. They're sick people. And they're weak people. People that are rooting for they're weak, ineffective people. They lost. But you put them up in front, put them right in front of me, right here, and they wouldn't open their mouth. They wouldn't open their mouth. They're very weak, ineffective people.
Or at least start building it.
Who's doing the legal challenge?
It's a group of veterans, sir.
Group of veterans?
Because it obstructs the viewshed between Arlington National Cemetery and...
You got to be kidding. Yeah, this was approved 100 years ago. Do you know that? It never got built. It was stopped by a thing called the Civil War. That circle has sat there vacant for like 150 years or something. And they tried to do it again in around 1901, but it never happened. Now, I think we're doing very well. I think it's going very good. And veterans are the ones that should like it. It's called a triumphal arc. It's in honor of the veterans.
Mr. President, you got the masters this week. Yes, I will. Mr. President, what would you say to the people who might be concerned that bombing civilian power plants could be a war crime?
I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. It's a war crime? Having a nuclear weapon. Allowing a sick country with demented leadership have a nuclear weapon. That's a war crime. And if I allowed that to happen, like 7 other presidents did, every president said, many of them are saying off the record and they're saying behind the scene, they should have done this a long time ago. For 47 years this has been going on, and every one of those presidents should have done it. And actually, as you know, off the record, they're doing it off the record because they haven't got the courage to say it. Those presidents have given me a lot of credit. This should have been done by Obama, should have been done by Clinton, should have been done by the Bushes. This should have been done. And it would have been a lot easier if it was done a long time ago, right? Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
The war crime? War crime is allowing Iran to have a nuclear weapon. And take a look at countries. Take a look if they would have had a nuclear weapon, they would have used it. You'd have no Israel. You'd have no Middle East right now. And they would have been coming here. I'm not going to let that. That would have been a war crime. Thank you.
Mr. President, you called me a tall egg man. Can I have a handshake? Mr. President, I'm a tall egg man.
We'll see you at the news conference.
Thank you.
I have a challenge point.
You're good looking, but he's better looking.
Any FLOTUS press?
Yes. Yes.